I sat all last week making a Wasp NATO ride along. The weirdest fucking video I've ever done. And then I put a poll up on the community page to see what the members of the channel want as the next fan cast. Where did that bring me? Back to B. For real though, I hate you guys. And as such, you want to, you tortured me. When we did the DreamWorks tier listing stream, you guys tortured me. Talking about how B-movie isn't that bad. B-movie fucking sucks. Okay. We're just going to put that out there. It's awful, terrible garbage times. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen. Now, often when I'm left with fan casts to do, there are one of two options. Either I'm fan casting something that I liked the original, and therefore I get excited at the thought of putting together something that I would go see in spite of liking the original, not wanting to see a remake. Or there's ones that I didn't like the original. I think this actually needs a remake. And the challenge is then imagining a version of that thing I didn't like, which is good and which I'd go see. There is no version of the B movie that I would ever want to go see another version of. We're talking about a live action B movie here. I would never go watch that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they do to it. I don't want to go see that. So what I decided to do is the first ever, not fan casting or dream casting video, the first ever nightmare casting video. That's right, you fuckers wanted a little B-movie fan cast. You thought it'd be funny to get a little B-movie fan cast going. We're gonna cast the worst fucking cast I've ever done on purpose. So basically, just to give you an example, okay? Barry B Benson, the leading character, okay? In a normal scenario, I would think, okay, what qualities about him do we want to take and replicate? What qualities do we want to change? No, we're just going to cast him as is, okay? So, it was Jerry Seinfeld, someone who is out of touch at this stage comedically, and despite being funny in the past, isn't really suitable, certainly for an animated kid's lead. No, definitely not the kind of person you would want doing that. So, who else would you not want doing a role like that? I'm going to cast Chevy Chase. That's right. Old, racist, horrible person Chevy Chase. Don't actually know if he's racist. I'll take that back. He's horrible. He's a horrible person. He was horrible to everyone on the casting community. That's why they got rid of him. He's just horrible, terrible, way out of touch in comedic terms. And we're just going to cast him, old 7-year-old something Chevy Chase, as this young bee making his way out into the world. That's going to make the whole dynamic between him and the human woman even creepier. Because he's an old man, old lecherous man bee, not just a regular bee. Around her age? No, bees can't be around her age. She's like 30. Doesn't matter. That's what we're gonna do. So, that's what you like. You like that? We're gonna get more of that going on. That's right. Next. Vanessa Bloom. Her last name's Bloom for real? No way. Okay, that's just tragic. Okay, so, great. She's this woman and she kind of falls in love with this bee. Normal shit. Normal kids animated fun shit. So, what I think, the kind of actress who deserves to be saddled with such a role, I'm just going to cast Amy Schumer. That's right, fucker. Take that one. You like a little B-movie cast? You want Chevy Chase making lecherous old man creepy B comments towards Amy Schumer? That's right. It's going to be a real funny movie with Amy Schumer in it, isn't it? No. I'm making sure this film is foolproof. It's going to be even worse than the original. Shouldn't be possible, but there it is. Somehow they made a Wicker Man remake and it was worse than the original. That's the wonders of Nicolas Cage, isn't it? Speaking of which, we need somebody to play Leighton T Montgomery. Oh yes, that's right, the lawyer, because this isn't just an animated kids family-friendly movie about bees, it's also a fucking courtroom drama. Oh, such a good, funny movie. Oh, great for kids. So, I'm going to cast Nicolas Cage as the lawyer. Why? Because I just want him standing there, looking at Barry, just one time, for the most glorious moment in this film, to go, "Not the bees!" Like the Wicker Man. They killed him with bees in The Wicker Man. That's why it's funny. Also, he could just do like a total batshit Nicolas Cage thing, but when he's meant to be a serious evil lawyer character, and it would be horrifying to watch. But at that point, that would be memey, so that might actually be bad in a good way. It would still be bad though. Next, Adamflamin. I mean, Barry, he's Barry B Benson, you know, B. Oh, it's funny. Adamflamin? That's his friend. That's the other B. He's his friend. He stings somebody and doesn't die. Good job teaching kids about real-world consequences, you fucking trash pan of a movie. So I'm going to cast Will Ferrell as Adamflamin. Why? Because, just for me personally, Will Ferrell is generally unbearable. Yeah. Oh. There's some Will Ferrell films I like, don't get me wrong, and when he's put in the right position it works. More recently, though, most of the films he's done that I've seen, Downhill, Holmes and Watson, the Eurovision movie, he's not good. And usually that extends to animated roles. And especially it was Matthew Broderick doing this originally, but it's just such an annoying character. I don't like Adam as a character, even in the context of this film, where I don't like any of the characters or anything that happens. So that's just bad casting to me, which is good in this video. Next. Ken is probably the only character in the film who does what he's meant to do. He's played by Patrick Warburton. He's this dickhead of a boyfriend, and then Vanessa leaves him, and then she's with Barry at the end, but not with him. It's such a gross movie. I just think, you know, you want a bad boyfriend? Okay, we're going to cast Jimmy Jordan. Not only is he one of the people responsible for the 50 Shades movies, which I don't actually know how bad they are, but I've been told they are real bad. But he's also the guy who literally, being from Northern Ireland, the country I'm from, can't do an Irish accent properly in the new movie he's in with Emily Blunt. And that just all ties together to make me think, yeah, even in bad boyfriend context terms for a movie like this, he's still unbearable. Yeah. Next. Finally, you gotta cast the parents. Barry's parents. His not supportive parents. You know, though, to be fair, they're all super buff bees. The bees that go off and do the pollinating. And yet Barry wants to do that. And then he does at the end of the film. Unrealistic dreams are also fine to have, kids. This film sends such mixed signals. I'm just gonna complete the bad casting we've got here with a couple more absolute fucking tragic actors, okay? That sounds pretty good to me. I'm gonna cast as Martin B. Benson, the dad, Adam Sandler. Yeah. Adam fucking Sandler. King of the bad movie. He said that if he didn't get, for the one good movie he did, Uncut Gems, an Oscar nomination, which he didn't, he was going to make the worst movie ever. And then Hubie Halloween came out, and I thought, wow, that was actually a pretty good attempt at the worst movie ever. And then I found out that wasn't the one he was attempting to make into the worst movie ever. That was just a film he was trying to make regularly, a film he was trying to make good. So I'm really scared to see what he does when he tries to make the worst film ever. But yeah, no, I think he would be perfect at that. There's no role there. The parents are not in it very much. There are not a lot of prominent characters in this film. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We cast 5, and then we're down to the parents. Those 5 are the only ones with enough lines to really bother casting. But we're casting the parents as well, and Adam Sandler is the dad. That's just tragic. But it doesn't end there. The mother, we're going to cast the mother as well. You want to hear what I've got for the mother? You want to hear he rounds out this terrible, terrible fucking casting for a movie? Oh, I'm going to cast Kevin James as the mother. That's right. That's right. You wanted a B movie fan cast. Now you've got Adam Sandler and Kevin James as Chevy Chase's mother and father. Doesn't make sense, does it? I don't fucking care because it's a fucking B movie. It's fucking terrible. For real though, if you guys want to see other nightmare casting videos, this was kind of funny. This kind of got me hyped to do this one, where Nothing else could. So you let me know if you want to see any other nightmare castings. And also let me know what regular fan cast you want next. Yeah, that's right. This is 90. This is the 90th fan cast video I've done. If you want a good version of the B-movie fan cast, doesn't exist. It can't exist. It won't exist. There is no thing. There is no good version of the B-movie ever. I couldn't magic it up in my head, so I didn't do it. Also subscribe. Do it.